So if you tried to send uncompressed 4K video through a standard copper cable across, say, a massive football stadium, the signal would just completely die before it even reached the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I wouldn't even come close to making it.
Right. But we watch live sports in flawless 4K every single day. So today, we're taking a deep dive into the hidden hardware that makes that impossible math actually work. We've got our hands on a detailed product page from HDTV Supply for a very specialized piece of gear.
Right, it's the AJA 12G-AMA-T-ST mini converter, which I know is a bit of an alphabet soup.
It really is a mouthful.
Yeah.
But our mission today is to decode all that AV jargon to uncover how this pocket-sized $1,835 device secretly solves just massive data problems in 4K broadcasting.
Yeah, because it's a highly specialized tool.
Yeah.
Its primary job is handling 12G-SDI input and output, which means it supports uncompressed video resolutions all the way up to 4K and UltraHD.
Okay, let's unpack this, because 12G-SDI represents an absolutely absurd volume of data. It's like trying to blast a literal fire hose of water through a standard garden hose.
That's a great way to visualize it, yeah.
Because the source points out that standard coax cable maxes out at just 65 meters for a 12 gigabit per second signal. Electrical resistance basically destroys the signal after that. So how does this tiny device overcome that severe distance limit?
Well, to avoid that crash, this converter uses what's called an ST fiber transmitter. It literally takes that heavy electrical video signal and transforms it into light.
Wait, light? Like it shoots lasers?
Exactly like lasers. It uses rapid pulses of a laser to represent the binary data, and it specifically uses a 1310 nanometer typical wavelength.
Okay, why that specific number, though?
So that wavelength is basically a sweet spot. It minimizes signal loss over incredibly long distances in single-mode fiber.
Oh, I see. So instead of fighting electrical resistance over copper wire, you're just shooting laser pulses through glass.
Exactly. You completely bypass that 65-meter distance limit, and you can push pristine 4K video across these vast venues. And since the data is traveling at the speed of light, the latency is almost non-existent. We're talking about a processing delay of just 3.2 microseconds for that massive 12G signal routing through the converter.
No, 3.2 microseconds, not milliseconds.
Microseconds. Yeah. It is functionally real time, but, moving that massive video signal is really only half the battle.
Right, because the audio has to match perfectly. Which brings us to the device's other superpower, audio embedding and disembedding.
You got it. It uses a supplied XLR breakout cable to manage 4 channels of balanced analog audio.
Wait, I have to push back here. Why separate them at all? Shouldn't the video and the sound just stay glued together from the start?
Well, in a perfect world, sure. But in a live production environment, you need flexibility. Disembedding, which is always functional on this device, by the way, lets you extract that audio so you can send it to a massive mixing board.
Oh, right. So you can add EQ, mix in the stadium, crowd noise, all that stuff.
Precisely. And then embedding lets you inject that brand new mixed analog audio directly back into the 12G-SDI video feed.
And it handles different audio equipment levels okay.
Oh yeah, it's super easy. You just use the included AJA mini config software to switch between professional and consumer audio levels.
But wait, pulling the pristine audio out, routing it to a mixer, and injecting it back in introduces processing time. How does this box keep the sound from drifting out of sync with a video feed that's literally moving at the speed of light?
Because the hardware itself is engineered to lock that audio and video payload together with absolute precision. It aligns the digital packets before they ever even hit the fiber optic stream.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it guarantees that the visual of a bat hitting a baseball and the physical crack of the sound arrive at your television simultaneously.
So when you look at a massive live broadcast setup, this little 5.8 by 3.1 inch box basically acts as a 10-watt central nervous system.
Yep. It auto-detects video standards, seamlessly passes through high dynamic range signals without dropping a single frame, and it even boasts a 5-year warranty.
So the next time you watch a flawless live 4K broadcast from across the globe, consider the invisible network of fiber optic mini converters silently separating and merging light and sound in near microseconds. Which makes you wonder, what other invisible pocket-sized infrastructures are secretly holding our digital world together?